Hey YouTube, Nurse Marc here. So the body mass index, or BMI, was created to be an overarching gauge of whether or not you're considered under, normal, or overweight. And we've added categories to it as our population has grown in size, pun intended. But the big question is, if you're fit, muscular, and have a lower body fat percentage, do you actually have to care about your BMI? That was a super leading intro. But yes, you can guess, yes, BMI matters even if you're fit, muscular, jacked, and tanned. And here's the reason why. Your organs don't know that you're jacked and tanned. They just know that they have to work harder. They've still got to pump and filter blood, excrete hormones, and create gross, disgusting bile to make your body move forward. Having spoken with cardiologists, nephrologists, and internal medicine doctors, they've all come to the same conclusion. Your body doesn't care that you have muscle. It's going to get taxed regardless of whether that's body fat or whether that's muscle that you're carrying that causes your BMI to be high. There's a but coming. Now, I'm not saying that you need to lose muscle mass to become a normal BMI. Having extra muscle mass can be very advantageous as we get older. As you get older, you get old age sarcopenia or muscle loss. This is just simply because as you hit about age 30 and beyond, your body starts to lose muscle mass every single year. It's part of aging. However, the more you work your muscles, the less you lose. So the more muscle mass that you can put on before 30, the longer you're going to be able to carry that muscle mass later in life. And that doesn't mean that as you get older, you can't build muscle. You sure can. It's just a little bit harder than before 30. Stupid aging. I'm 36. This sucks. Having said that, the other advantages are being able to pick heavy crap up and put it down without hurting yourself as you get older. I see a lot of people hurting their back, hurting their shoulders, hurting their elbows that come into the emergency room, and you look at them and you're like, right, you picked up something that was 50 pounds when your max deadlift is 5 pounds. If you don't lift weights and you don't pick things up, you're at risk for hurting yourself. So extra muscle can be a good thing. Here's the but that I was talking about. Let's say you're jacked and tanned and your body fat is 10%, but your BMI is 30. All right? Clinically, you're going to be called obese based off your BMI, but clearly you don't look obese. Now, odds are, if you're jacked and tanned with a BMI of 30 and 10% body fat, you're eating a healthy diet of trenbolone and anavar. Joke. But the point is you're probably eating a healthy diet, all right? In order to attain that kind of muscle mass without drugs, all right, you're going to have to be following a very strict regime of healthy foods and healthy intake. The other advantage is you're insulin sensitive, all right? Body fat is insulin insensitive, which is why we see a lot of people that are morbidly obese or obese with higher body fat percentages becoming diabetic. Whereas people that have high levels of muscle mass, we don't see that as frequently because they're insulin sensitive. They're able to use the insulin and blood glucose that's running around their system. That's the other advantage of having higher muscle mass when you're looking at BMI versus body fat. There's a lot of overall health markers that you have to look at when you are in a higher category of BMI, but it can be easy over time to keep track of these things to see whether or not your lifestyle is negatively impacting your body. So does BMI matter if you're jacked and tanned? Yes, absolutely it does. Your organs don't know that you're jacked and tanned, nor do they care. So what do we do if we're jacked and tanned and obese, but our BMI says we're obese? Get annual blood work done. Okay? Look at stuff like hemoglobin A1C, cholesterol, liver, kidney functions. Keep track of these things every year. Make sure that your lifestyle isn't negatively impacting your organ function. As long as every single year your numbers keep coming back okay, odds are what you're doing is fine, right? There's no medical reason to say you have to stop. If you all of a sudden your hemoglobin A1C starts to skyrocket, you can catch it early, figure out the cause, and try and solve that. That's it, boys and girls. Your doctor's not wrong for stating that your BMI is too high. They're medically correct. However, if we can keep track of our health markers by doing annual blood work, we can make sure that our lifestyles aren't negatively impacting our health long term. And if something does change, you can address it before it becomes a problem. Annual blood work, guys. Don't guess, know. Like and subscribe, questions and comments down below, and as always, eat like a bodybuilder and train like a powerlifter.